Good morning, Vicki. How are you?
Good morning, Miss Renee. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
That's good. You have a good weekend?
You know what? I had a great weekend. Got a little bit of odds and ends done, and my husband and I went on a little motorcycle date and had picnic, kind of like a picnic on a bench for lunch because the place we were going was closed for the season.
Oh, isn't that nice? That's great.
It was nice, I think everybody should plan a date.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. It's one of the things that we don't give enough consideration to in our relationships with our husband. This is just me catching bugs, and I got them.
Okay, that's good. So how was your weekend?
Well, not bad, but it could have been better. I had my first shot on Friday, and when I woke up Saturday morning, actually I woke up at midnight the night before because my arm was so sore it woke me up, and that's the side I sleep on. And I, honest to God, I thought I had it all over again the next morning, and I thought, oh no. It didn't last long, and I'm fine now. So there you go. Thank you. I am. And of course, it scared Ed so bad he said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But he went today. He's on his way, so we're good.
Oh, he did go today. That's good.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's nice, doesn't feel sick after.
Well, I hope not, because he, if I'm down and dirty, that's one thing. But when he is, it's much different. And he's older than me, so it takes more out of him.
Okay.
And I really was down and dirty Saturday morning again. And I thought, I'm going to kill that doctor because she told me I'd be fine, But no, I am fine. So, and it didn't last very long. It was just, but the arm is sure sore. It's not this morning. This first morning, if I touch it, yeah, I can still feel it, but it's not keep you awake sore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's all good. Yeah.
So today we were going to talk about 101 ways to run your online business, to work your online business. And I think one of the biggest things is it's kind of our schedule, especially when things come up like your COVID.
Yeah, exactly. And isn't it great that, things didn't fall apart like they do with the brick and mortar? You can't do that. You can't do that. Mm-hmm. You can, but you're not in business very long, right?
No, it makes it very difficult.
No, and it waited for me and nothing severe happened. You know what I mean? So yeah. Well, it's funny. There's so many styles people have of running their own businesses, right? Mm-hmm. I wrote a couple things down because, of course, as you know, I forget. Some people are abrupt and they'll not soften the blows for you, like when they're dealing with their staff or their people. The School of Hard Knocks is the type of style which can work well if you're not overly sensitive, but rather tenacious or stubborn. So that works for some people. I guess it depends on who you are, right? Because I'm not like that, and neither are you, even though I'm pretty sure a lot of people think I am. I'm never sure. Well, it's just because I'm relatively blunt, I guess. Others are very helpful and willing to guide you until you know your way around. Still others rescue. Then the responsibility for success is yours and not theirs. And that's not wise. And I know that firsthand because I've had quite a bit of training in a certain field over my lifetime. And honest to God, my stepson was a classic of this. And I'll tell you what he used to say. No, Vicki, I'm not going for help. Like, why can't you do it? Why can't you help me? I kept saying to him, because I'm your mother. I'm your stepmother. And it's not my responsibility. And I'm not qualified to deal with you. And that's no different than in business, right? Like if you do it for people too much, then it's your problem when it doesn't work. So that's not okay. I just lost my place by wrecking everything here. Still others let no stone unturned, which can make people feel supported or chased, right? Like some people don't let one single thing go by. And And I love that quality, but there is two ways. And of course, if we think about life is a matter of perception, right? Change your perspective, change your life. So that's another one. Some leaders' sole function is to inspire, and they do so by keeping their people engaged or plugged in and participating. Of course, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And I think that's a lesson for all of us too. You know, we can try and inspire people, but if they don't want to be inspired, you can turn yourself inside out. It ain't going to happen. So some leaders look inward to clarify their motives for responding or reacting to situations, and are big enough to adjust accordingly. And that begs the question, what kind of leader are you? You know, to the general public, what kind of leader are you? I hope I can look inwardly and say, yeah, I screwed up, or no, I didn't screw up, or is that my problem or your problem? How about you? What do you think?
I know for me, I'm learning every day.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm the social butterfly, and sometimes that's a pro and a con.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I kind of get flighty and forget about the business, but in some ways that works too.
Oh, of course.
And then sometimes, you know, I'm a great one to say you need to invest in yourself. And I heard a really good kind of saying is, we put gas in our car all the time. We don't really think about it. We're looking after our car. We get the oil change. But then we're scared to invest in ourselves. We think later. And really, if we don't invest in ourselves, we never grow. One of my big downfalls, I notice a lot with my children, my grandchildren, even myself. I like to do things for other people, thinking I'm helping, but in another way, it takes away from them investing in themselves. It actually takes away from them having the gratification of themselves accomplishing something. And that is one of my downfalls in my business.
You know, that's really, really relevant. And I have been offering unsolicited advice forever about that very thing. You know, that when you do too much for somebody else, you deny them the opportunity of seeing and discovering they can do it for themselves, or discovering that they're not doing it, you know,
yes,
whatever their issue may be. And yet, you know, within my own family, I'm guilty as hell of that. And so, you know, physician, heal thyself.
Yes. And another thing is, I was going to ask you, Vicki, like for myself, I have a calendar for all week, and I try and plan certain things, and I even put in some time for myself, which is a good thing, because when you work online, for me, I need to have a calendar so I can follow direction a little better. So yes, this time is for me, or sometimes I don't take it. But I also know when this time is work time, I actually do something, because it's not about spending time at work. It's what I got accomplished that day.
For sure. Yeah. And I don't do that. And I probably should, because especially if something is not working, I get absolutely obsessive about it. And there's another thing that I learned from these beloved horses of mine, that when something's not working, you do not obsessively keep at it, because it's only going to get worse. You have to take 5 and figure out what you can do, if anything, or take 5, you know. So yeah. Anyway, you know, I love the idea that there's so many ways that we all can do things, and at the same time, be respectful of that. We don't all have to do things exactly the same in order to be effective. We sure as hell don't need any criticism about it either.
No. And one thing I absolutely love about this business that you and I are involved in is the teamwork and the opportunity for the training. We all get the same amount, but we're allowed to use our own personalities and individual choices of what way we want to direct our business.
Yeah, very true. Yep.
But we always have the support.
We do.
So it's great.
And that is something that you can't, it's worth its weight in gold. You know, I mean, where else can
Yeah.
you get that? I know.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
And what else? Like, I know you tease me because I have a very little desk in my office.
I hope you all looked at her desk. It looks like she's sitting at her granddaughter's desk. Very cute.
And I love it. I'm very, very organized office. I have file folders. I have my room. I actually have room if I want to do yoga on the other side of my desk because I have enough room.
I don't have that room. And besides that, I have Ed. And, you know, I have a bookshelf here in my office, and he piles stuff up like nobody you've ever seen. So the housekeeper come along one day and she said, do you want me to fix that? Because of course I fix it every now and again. And I said, well, he probably won't get as mad at you as he will me. So sure, you go ahead. So all she did was pile stuff up and make it look neat. Well, you'd have thought the world came to an end. He can't.
Oh, he noticed right away.
Oh, hell yes. If his mess isn't the way he left it, and anyway. So now it's half and half. He's at it again, of course, because this is a while ago that and he's a little bit scared because whenever she gets after things, he can't find a thing, right? It's quite a gong show that we have going on at our house. Oh dear.
Well, for anyone out there, if you have any great online business owner or any business owner tips, we'd love to hear about it. So you can put it in our comments.
We'd also, if you've got a topic that you'd like us to discuss, please feel free to reach out.
Yep. Well, Vicki, you have a great week. Keep feeling better.
Thank you. I will.
You have your sparkle back, which is nice. We missed.
Thank you. Trust me, I'm very grateful.
Okay, thank you for tuning in. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.